Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to look at how we create a cumulative frequency graph, and then a little bit about what it tells us about a set of data and its spread. First thing you should notice here is we have a frequency table showing the marks that a certain number of students got. So 15 students got between 1 and 10 marks, 50 between 11 and 20, and so on. To make a cumulative frequency graph, we're going to look at how many students got up to a certain level. So if we look at this table down below, this is a cumulative frequency distribution, and less than or equal to 10 students, we have 15, which we see right here. Less than or equal to 20, we have the first two groups, so 50 and 15 added together is 65. The next entry would be less than or equal to 30, so all of these added together. Basically, we're just going to add on the next interval to the total from the entry before. So 65 plus another 100 would be 165. 170 plus 165 is 335. That's going to be the number that have less than or equal to 40. All of those added together, and so on and so on and so on. So plus 260, plus 260. Get a pen on here. Plus 260 is 595. Plus 220 is 815. 905 would be 90 plus all the ones below it, plus another 45 is 950, plus another 30 is 980, and plus another 20 is a nice even 1,000. So there's 1,000 students total in this table. 1,000 students got less than or equal to 100. That's all of the students. And now to make this distribution into a graph, it gives us the scale that it wants. So it wants 1 centimeter. So we'll call each of these little big divisions a centimeter over here. Horizontally will be 10 marks, and vertically will be 100 candidates. So going across is going to be how many marks. So 10, 20, 30, and so on. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 70, 60, and 40, fill in the gap. And then going up, it's going to go up by 1,000, by 100 candidates per mark. 10, we're at 1,000 at the top. This is 500, 400, 300, 200, 100. 800, and so on. All right. And now we just plot out less than or equal to 10. We'll switch over to how about red here. We'll draw these in. So less than or equal to 10, we have 15 students. We'll be really low down here, not even up to 20 here. Less than or equal to 0, we have 0. So we'll put 0, 0 on our graph. Less than or equal to 20, we've got 65. So a little over the 60 mark at 20. Less than or equal to 30, we've got 165, so 100, 20, 30, 60. 335 at 40, so you see we're ramping up here a little bit. Here's 320, 340, so a little less than that. 595, less than or equal to 50, so just shy of 600 here. Maybe a little low, I should put that a little higher. 60 is 815. 70, 905, 905, there's 905 right there, 80, 950, 90, 980, and at 1,000 at the end. And so there's every 10 students, the cumulative frequency graph drawn out. I'm going to try to sketch this. We want to make a nice smooth curve through here. We're not going to connect the dots. We don't have information about what's happening in between, so we're going to assume a nice smooth curve. But we're going to try our best here. Looks like I'm almost connecting the dots, but I'm trying to round it out a little bit. Miss my point there. So I went a little up above where I should have gone there. Maybe I can slide that down because the curve actually looks pretty darn good. So we've got our graph. This is the shape of this graph. Kind of a fun word is an ogive or ogive. And if we look at our distribution now, we actually can use this graph to get an idea of where the quartiles are, where the median is. We have 1,000 students, so if we want to figure out where our median is, it's really good enough to go straight across here at 500 and then come on down, and it looks like our median is about at, oops, I don't want to move the graph. It looks like our median is about at, we would say maybe 46 for our median score. Upper quartile, the third quartile, that's 750, and I'm doing 750 because that's 3/4 of 1,000. Our third quartile would be up where our 750th student is. Looks to be about 54. Again, I'm just reading off a graph, so this is an estimate. Third quartile, first quartile is down here at 250. Come over to our graph and down, and I lost my line, and we're down here at, looks like about 35. So, we can use this to give us our 5-number summary if we wanted to do that. I'll label them on here. It looks like this is our median line here. So our median, here's our Q3 marker and our Q1 marker. And down here are the values for those. So looks like Q1 is about, like we said, 35. The median is about the value down here, about 46. And then Q3, the value off of that we can read on the chart is about 54. And then out of that, we can also obviously find the IQR if we need that and start talking about outliers. So 54 minus 35, our IQR is 19. So that's how you read the cumulative frequency graph.